Hi girls, today I'm going to be going over the curly girl method. So far in my videos, I've only said pretty much that there's no sulfate, no silicones that you'll be using in either your conditioner or your styling products, and that you don't shampoo. There are modified versions where you do use like low poo or like shampoos that don't have sulfate and that are just like kind of organic kind of. But today I'm just going to be going kind of over the steps of how you get started and what kind of products to use. The first step for doing this is to clarify your hair before you start. So to make sure that all the buildup and the silicones and things like that are out of your hair, you can simply do that by shampooing your hair with a shampoo that has sulfate in it, because the sulfate does kind of strip your hair of things that are in it. That's why it's kind of bad for curly hair, because it leaves your hair dry. The next thing is just to go ahead and stop shampooing your hair. Just find a conditioner that has no silicone or sulfate in it, and then use that. I think most girls use two conditioners, like one to wash, like a thin one to wash and a thicker one to moisturize your hair. I'm not doing that right now because I just want to see if I can do it with one, but that's what most girls do. When you get in the shower, how you wash your hair is just massaging your scalp gently, and that should get up all the dirt and the oils. That's just the next step. And after that, you just wait. You just keep doing it and see what kind of results you get, and then adjust your products from there. The adjustment time can be, from what I've read, from 2 to 6 weeks. So that is kind of lengthy, especially if it gets up to 6 weeks. So you just have to stick in there and see how your hair reacts and what products are good for your hair. There are a lot of recommendations when it comes to this method, like trimming your hair. That would be a good one, just because if you have a lot of dead ends, your hair is not going to feel as healthy. I know I need to get my hair trimmed. I haven't done so yet. I'm excited to do that so that my hair can just keep getting healthier. The next thing is they suggest that you don't use a comb, or you don't use a brush, excuse me. You use a comb, a wide tooth comb, or you use your fingers when in the shower to get through your hair. I don't think I'd be able to do that, just because my hair still does get really kind of nappy, so I still use a brush. The next thing is they suggest to rinse with cold water, because apparently that cuts down on the frizz in your hair. I don't do that either. So far I'm just doing just conditioning, just because I want to see how it works before I do a bunch of other stuff. Next, they say don't put a terry cloth towel on your hair because it makes it really frizzy. I guess a terry cloth towel is just like any regular towel that you buy at a store. I've seen a microfiber towel, and it's different. It's different. You can get them online. I don't know if you can buy them in the store, but you can get them online. I don't know if I'll get one. I guess it just kind of depends on how into my hair I get. Another thing is that to dry your hair, they say you can use, instead of towels, I guess you can use plopping, or you could use a diffuser. Plopping is you put a towel on your head, like a microfiber, or you could use a t-shirt, and you wrap it on your head, and you wrap the sides up, or the front or the back up, and and it scrunches your hair for you kind of while it dries. And you can also use a diffuser. I didn't know what it was. It just goes on your hair dryer. This is a diffuser. It's a bowl diffuser. It dries your hair, and it helps not to frizz your hair, because obviously if you just use a blow dryer and move it around a lot, it's just going to create frizz. Your hair's going to go everywhere. I haven't tried it yet. I think I'm going to, but I don't mind my hair being wet and air drying. So I guess you just put your hair on the end of it, and you just kind of go like that, and then you turn it on, and it dries your hair. And so it separates the air, so then your hair won't get frizzy, but it'll still dry good. And they say to only dry your hair 75 to 80% with that. The Curly Girl method is actually from a book, if you didn't know. I don't remember who wrote it. There was 2 writers, but it's called The Curly Girl Method, I think? Something like that. I don't know. I didn't read it. I didn't buy it. I just read everything I need to know from offline, because there's a lot of people that break down the book, and so then you can get the information from there instead of reading the whole book. So that's what I did. I'm sure there's a lot more information than what I've told you. It's kind of a lot to deal with if you're like, especially like when you're first starting, it's kind of like, oh, there's so much stuff. So that's why I'm just doing one step at a time. And as I like start doing more of the steps and recommendations, I will keep you updated and tell you how it works, and if it's worth the time, I guess. So that's just what I wanted to say about the curly girl method. I think I will be using the diffuser soon just to try it, and then I will show you how I used it and how it turned out. And I think that's it. Bye.